Okay, now I'm pretty sure she has to stay in that spot for the rest of the map. You're gonna Valor up. And, how much people... Oh, yeah, you do it. Okay, so I'm gonna strike. Alert! And I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna smash your face in. It has to be the Arschneider, but how did you build it? The origin of this mech is no concern to me. My only concern is our avenging Ardo and saving Latuni. Oh, I like, this is, her theme is Phantasm Flower Phantasm. It's pretty good. It's actually one of the better boss themes of the game. And there's Herb kicking ass and taking names. Slash! Darkness Slash. Just as the combat data says. Oh yeah, that's great. And I think I'm going to have Ryu attack too. Let's go with Alert. I don't want to hit though. I won't let you take my lat. You don't believe in her at all. No. The way she is now. If I beat her, I'll be able to wake her up. Don't try it. She's our comrade. You are getting her. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting to do the much there. Okay, Rai, you're up now. Let's go with a strike. And, let's go. Actually, I'm going to move the Hagane over here. Let me get some, Commandor. We'll use a focus. And here's hoping that Rai can take a hit. Not bad for a bunch of DC remnants. We've trained in order to restore the DC. We'll show you just how deadly our training made us. Ouch. Ow, that hurt. I won't be shot down like this. Oka? My head! Is it... Maximum thrust! She escaped. They seem to have improved the Tesla drive. Oka. All the enemy contacts have been disappeared. Is there any sign of those two mechs? We can't trace them. They must be using the ECM to scramble our radar. Exo, halt the ship. We'll investigate the wrecking of the expense we shot down. Roger. We've examined the data you sent. The serial number have been subtly erased, but the parts are the same. Right. That thing's not just for show. Can you guess where those dispense were made? As you know, Mao Industries' production line has begun production of the Huckabine model. Perhaps it's best to assume that they were produced by the DC remnants. Then what about the R-Blade production models? Prototypes 1 and 2 are here. The third one is being used by Ryusei. Also, there's no sign that the data was hacked. Can the DC remnants produce their own? Not a chance, sir. I can't believe that they copied our plans to the level of detail. Even if the data has been hacked, they still wouldn't have enough time to produce them. But they do exist, so what do you think? Well, this isn't much, so please don't be disappointed. I know it sounds unrealistic, but if we assume they came from the future, everything falls into place. The future, Ryoto? That's one way to think about it, I guess. But let's just say the whole thing is pretty unrealistic. In any case, we'll continue to investigate this along with the Mark II incident. Good. If we get any more data, we'll send it to you. Please do. Well, give my best to ring, Ryo and Rada. Okay, I will. Take care. The plot thickens. There's still that super robot with the colossal blade to worry about. Sir, there are too many mysteries surrounding the actions of the DC this time. I agree. These are not mere remnants. We may have to consider that they're an entirely new faction for the DC. Huh? That the Gaspies didn't have a pilot? Right. There's no sign of anyone having ejected from the cockpit. Then I'd say it was an unmanned model. The cockpit was made for a pilot. Usually unmanned models are equipped with computer modules. If so, somebody must have been maneuvering it. I'd say so. Are you telling me the pilot just disappeared like a puff of smoke? That's hard to believe, man. It could be a ghost after all. Ah, shut up! To keep their existence secret, they self-destructed. If I fail them, I'll follow the same path. That's our destiny. Huh? What's the matter, Lamia? Is something wrong? No, it's nothing, really. I must confirm the order sent. Good. Now, I can use Angler's decoder to access the disk I received the other day. Codename 605. Let's see. Based on the schedule for Desert Cross, I am to proceed with the covert operation and obtain information on Helios if possible. I am to attempt a capture. They must be quite desperate to send this order to me. It seems the main force hasn't been able to locate him. Lamia, what are you doing? I've been doing maintenance on the Angleg. Oh, have you seen Latuni? No. Oh. Where'd she go? Ryuse has been looking for her. Do they want to know, about the enemy pilot, Oka? No, I don't think so. Do you, sir, seriously plan to save her? Yes, we may be at war, but they are sisters. I don't get it. How can he think like that? Actually, I've been in a similar situation before, and I don't want Latuni to go through that. How naive. The enemy pilot won't show us any mercy. I know, but I'm not fighting this war out of hatred. You're fulfilling your duty right now. After all, what's a soldier without duty? An ordinary person, I think. The way Oka reacted, maybe... Latuni, I've been looking for you. Are you say? It's about your sister. I'm alright. I knew that we'd have a misunderstanding. You mean she's been forced to believe that? Perhaps. I see. But she might change her mind once she learns that Ardo's still alive. So don't you give up. It'll help. I'll help you too, alright? Yes. Sister. My dear Sister Oka. Latuni? What's wrong? Are you crying? Oka. Poor girl, the training must have been really difficult. Okay, I'll ask Dr. Conch to reevaluate your training program. But he... Don't worry, I won't let him hurt you. I'll take your place in the next experiment. I'll protect you. You and our other siblings. Sister Oka. Don't cry, okay? Okay, sis. Dr. Sateme, how is Oka doing? She's having a negative reaction, but we expected as much. Back at the school, she was quite fond of Latuni. Those memories must be lingering. No, it's more than that. Huh? It seems Bronzo 28 is still alive. We have audio confirmation. Ardo's alive? As a result, RM1's subconsciousness has been disturbed. Well... Though, Bronzo 28 is defected. He's as lucky as ever. No wonder Fef had his eye on him. Let's sail on the surprise as she sleeps. Why don't we just reconstruct their memories instead? You don't mean... Well, we'll make them think Bronzo 28 is their enemy. Then it'll be easier for RM1 and Bronzo 27 to proceed. With their mission. What did you learn from the test? They were all destroyed, but I have ideas for improvement. We've also been able to hinder the Hagane. You've destroyed all evidence, I trust? Of course. Even if I miss something, W17 will handle it. Are you sure she's capable? According to W16's report, a communicator broke down, kept her from checking in, and luckily she's only suffering from language malfunction. I hope that is all. Meaning what? You sound like Axel. We need them for the future operations, you know. That's why we can't afford any mistakes. Make sure that later lots will be perfectly adjusted. I understand. It's about time for Van's speech. I heard it will be broadcast to the EFA as well. Is it meant to be a late declaration of war? Yes. They'll know that we mean business. And finally our world of turmoil will be realized. You all know how the Earth Federation has failed to uphold the duties since the Tokyo Manifest. Those privileged bureaucrats have taken no action. Their every move has been postponed to a solution. The crisis at hand will not wait for such indecision. Captain, this is just like... I know. It's like the DC war all over again. To every human on Earth and in space, this I declare. Once we can protect the Earth, we're the only ones who can withstand the alien threat that Being Zoldark has anticipated. We have arisen from the ashes of the Divine Crusaders. We are the Neo-DC. Neo-DC. The Tokyo Manifest proves the duplicity of the feds, letting them determine Earth's fate and tantamount to suicide. Do you want to die meaningless deaths as government pawns? Will you simply allow the annihilation of your species? No, I think each and every one of you is burning desire to live, a desire to see the future. Commander Laker. For those of us who honor the gifts of life, there is but one course. This is to gather the wisdom and strength of mankind, and face the threat that is upon us. To do so, we must remove the ever-corrupt bureaucrats from power, and unify our wills into the powerful force. So there be Dr. Bean's other plan, huh? What this world needs now isn't the Shield of Aegis, but the Scythe of Harp. In other words, touch your soul. Join the Neo-Divine Crusaders. Anyone willing to use their power for humanity is welcome. If you have the strength of will, rally under our flag. Then we will embrace our future by winning our freedom. Mr. President, very clever of Van to give a speech at this moment. But if the EFA attacks, even he won't be able to. He's out on a limb. But I'm sure he has a trick or two. What will you do, sir? I doubt the Neo-DC will negotiate now, but Van will have a plan his next move eventually. Until then, let's try to keep the chaos to a minimum, although there are those who would welcome it. Not the Shield of Aegis, but the Scythe of Harp. Interesting analogy. Oops. Should we call our plan that? I don't care. Oh, I thought it sounded nice. Are we keeping the Neo-DC on a tight leash? Oh, of course. I've been extra careful. Because of KC, we'll have to speed things up. It'll be too late once they made their move. I know. How about on your side? Fine. Garrett has also pledged the support to the North American Brigade. Now, we must decide what to do about Minstrant Mudhall. He supports the SRX and ATX projects. It's a little troubling for our company. Mudhall's a tough nut to crack. It seems that he was involved with the EOT Council. I think he knew my dad personally. After the war, he got close to Brian somehow. He stole the special ministrant role out from under me. Since he was connected to the EOT Council, he must have been in Schnetzelman's faction, right? It seems he has no intention to take that role of the late Carl, but we must keep an eye on him. If Findle and I are right, Mudhall may be the key to a new business opportunity. And we got a lot of parts. Holy cow, guys! We did it! We beat up Oka. Well, we didn't beat her up, but... So next time, on OG2, we're gonna, let's just say that, next time we're gonna see an old face. Until then, it's been FMA2, and I'm signing off. Have a good day.